Hello, my name is Mike Cram and I am a systems engineer with Telecom Innovations Group, and I am here today to give you some training on the Mitel 5330 and 5320 IP telephones. They're very similar. Where there's differences, we'll be sure to point those out. So before getting started, let's cover the learning objectives, which outline what we're going to accomplish. By the time this video is over, you will be able to identify each key on the phone and understand exactly what it is called and what it does. Also, we're going to give you all the information you might need to use the phone and its features. So by the time this video is over, you're going to be able to do all the things listed here at the left, and you'll have the knowledge necessary to use that phone well. So without further delay, let's get started. The phone is self-labeling. What that means to you is we're used to put the slips of white paper on the phone which labeled the buttons. Now with a self-labeling phone, the button labels are shown on the LCD display. So no more whiteout when we change the programming on our personal programmable keys. This phone also has a hands-free speakerphone, which works very well. The sound quality is very good on both ends. We're going to share some tips on how to get the best sound quality from the phone and some things you definitely want to avoid doing as well. Programmable keys are one of the most useful features of the phone. When the phone is delivered to you, it comes pre-programmed with certain keys already set up, but indeed you can delete some of those or reassign them if you like. And an example of what you might program on a personal programmable key is a speed dial to someone you frequently call. Again, you can program these yourself, and we're going to show you that later on. And just look at that big display. The LCD display is oversized. It gives you a lot of information about what's going on in the phone. So when I'm talking about a particular area on the phone, I'll highlight it like this, and you can quickly see which area we're talking about, and this phone is always going to be visible right down here for your reference. Alright, let's take a look at the different areas of the phone, including some unique buttons. Okay, this phone has a lot of features, and we're not going to dig into them all, but the LCD display is the place where you're going to be looking to interact with the phone. It's going to show you the date and time when the phone's not in use. So when there's no active call, up top here, you'll see the date and time. And also below that, you're going to see the labels for personal programmable keys. We'll get more into that. But when we're doing any programming, we really use the LCD display to navigate through menus and to enter text and things like that. Okay, starting at the top right here, the up and down arrow keys, they actually have three different functions. Okay, and the only thing that changes them is what you're doing when you press them. So if the phone is ringing, you're going to be hearing the ringer. The up and down arrow keys adjust the ring volume. And once the call is picked up, the up and down arrow keys adjust the earpiece volume. And then when the phone is in the cradle, there's no call and nothing's happening, the up and down arrow keys adjust the contrast of the LCD display. Okay, moving right along. The next two buttons we're going to look at are the speakerphone and the mute button. The speakerphone button will activate the hands-free conversation so that you can return the handset to the cradle and continue talking. The mute button obviously mutes your voice from the other party, and it does that in either speakerphone or if you have the handset picked up. The button will light up to let you know that you have muted the conversation. To undo that, you just press the button again and it returns back to normal. The blue menu key is used to provide access to the menus used to program and customize the phone. We'll be doing that when we program our own personal keys. The cancel key is essentially an escape button. If you're ever in a place in the phone and you just want to get out of it, back out from where you're at, you can hit the cancel key and it'll return you to a neutral state in the phone. The redial key will redial the last number that you've dialed. It's important to keep in mind that the redial key will only dial outside numbers that you've dialed. It won't redial internal extensions. The red hold key has only one function, and that's to place a call on hold during a conversation. We'll get into how to use the hold key later on in the video. The transfer conference key is used to transfer calls to another extension within the building, or we can create a conference call with a combination of internal extensions and outside numbers. The message key is clear and it'll glow orange when you have a message waiting for yourself in voicemail. To access your voicemail, you can press the message key. The navigation keys are located below the LCD display. On the 5330, these keys page between 3 different pages of programmable keys. On the 5320, these buttons are not implemented. Okay, now that we know what the various buttons on the phone are called and what their use is, let's put some of these buttons to use by performing call handling. Call handling includes all the functions listed here at the left. We'll demonstrate each of these functions one at a time. There are 3 different ways to answer a phone call. 1. You can lift the receiver. 2. You could select the blinking line. Or 3. You can press the speakerphone button. A directed call pickup allows you to answer a ringing phone from another extension. In this example, extension 4270 is ringing and we want to pick up that call from this phone. To perform a directed call pickup, press star 3 followed by the extension 4270. When it's complete, the LCD display will show the caller ID of the incoming call. To place a call on hold, press the hold key at any time during the call. The active line will blink and you can return the handset to the cradle. The call is on hold. To pick up the held call, just press the blinking line and the call is taken off hold and you continue the conversation. The LCD display will indicate that the call is again active. It's often useful to place a call on hold and then pick up that call from another location. To pick up a held call from another phone, select a prime line from any available phone. Then press star 7 and the extension where the call was placed on hold. You can see here that the remotely held call has been picked up. Another common function is the ability to transfer a call to a different extension. To perform a call transfer, at any time during the call, press the transfer conference key along with the destination extension followed by the release me button on the LCD display. The transfer is complete. Here we have an active call which is shown on the line indicator. To conference in an additional participant, press the transfer conference key and then dial an internal extension or an outside number. When the call is answered, press the transfer conference key again to complete the conference. The LCD display will update showing that a conference has been established. To create a personal programmable key as a speed call, first press the blue super key. A menu will appear on the display. Then select Settings and then Programmable Keys. The LCD display prompts us for a key to program or edit. Choose any key and then choose Speed Call. Press the Edit Number button and enter the number for your speed call. If the number is an outside number, be sure to include any leading digits. When complete, press Save. To create a label for the number, press Edit Label and then enter the label using the letters on the keypad. When finished, press the Save key twice. The LCD display updates with the label for the new speed call. Pressing this button will dial our program number. A few quick words about call quality. Ideally, you want to keep the earpiece and speaker volume adjusted between 1 and 8. Having the volume any higher than this could adversely affect the call quality. The area located here by the yellow circle is where the microphone is for the hands-free speakerphone. Keep this area free of obstructions to get the best call quality. Well, that's it. That's all there is to it. You're now on your way to getting the most from your new Mitel IP phone. On behalf of everyone at Telecom Innovations Group, thanks for your time. We hope you found this training useful and enjoyable. Feel free to review the video as often as you like, and if you have any questions, contact your system administrator for assistance. Thanks again, and have a great day.